What I love the most about One Battle After Another is that people are like, oh my God, he's so funny. And I'm like, yes.
Congratulations on your directorial debut. Last night it was so wonderful to see you and your son together. What was it like being able to go with him not only as your son, but also as a colleague?
It was just so amazing, and kind of where, I mean, I got used to kind of simultaneously wearing the two hats and kind of walking that fine line between being a mum and being a colleague, and also being a teacher to a certain extent as well, because of course I wanted him to learn all of these things that I have learned across, 35 years of doing this job. It was really great, to be there, just reminding him, breathe, you can just breathe now. And he's like, what? What'd you say? I'm like, just breathe. And he's like, oh yeah, the shoulders go down, and then he's, yeah, he's so sweet.
Between that and I had the opportunity to speak with Mia for Phoenician Scheme earlier this year.
Oh, great.
It just feels like a wonderful year for the Winslet family. Were you at all surprised that they wanted to, follow in the family business?
I mean, listen, we have had, honestly, this year, like when we have like our little group FaceTimes, me and Mia and Joe, there have been moments where we've all gone, oh my God, how are we doing all of this? Like, and Mia's like, what's happening? So it just feels incredibly exciting. I mean, I feel so proud of them because they're really good people, and they also have a degree of belief in themselves, and they're passionate about what they do. And that matters, I think, more than anything, because, if they had like sort of rocky self-esteem when it came to, I don't know, am I good enough? Am I this? Am I just say to them, don't question it, don't think about it. You just keep going, just go for it. Why shouldn't you? Go on. And seeing them kind of, I don't know, gain speed like that, and learn and grow, in a short space of time, and be open to what people have to say in terms of Joe, like learning how to listen to actors, for example, learning how to listen to his mum when I'm saying to him, really great scene, cut it in half, he's like, oh, okay. But it's been fantastic.
I love to hear that. Obviously, as we said, it's been a big year for you. It's also been a huge year for your best friend, Leonardo DiCaprio. He was just named Time's Entertainer of the Year. What do you think is so entertaining about him? Why do you think he's the entertainer?
Well, what I love the most about One Battle After Another is that people are like, oh my God, he's so funny. And I'm like, yes. I mean, Leo is and has always been one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. So I just feel very excited for him that he's able to just enjoy that side of himself in this particular performance, which I think is one of his finest.
I completely agree with that. Spoke with James Cameron last week for Avatar: Fire and Ash, and he was speaking lovingly about being able to reunite with you. I'm curious now, 3 movies deep with him, is there anything from his directorial style that you've brought on to Goodbye June? Of course, very different sets.
Yes, such different sets. I mean, I've been so inspired by so many of the people that I've worked with, so many of these great directors over the years, the men and the women, even though there have been fewer women than men. And I think, Jim is just extraordinary at knowing how to run a really efficient set. He'd probably laugh to hear me say that because he'd be like, oh, don't mention the delays. But he does run a really efficient set. And also, one thing I will say, Jim absolutely knows what he wants. And that's something that actors always appreciate in a director, because when you're with a director who doesn't necessarily know what they want or doesn't necessarily have a proper emotional grasp of the content of a scene, that can be quite disconcerting for an actor. So for sure, the times I've worked with Jim, I've always really appreciated that side of his direction.